So what's up, guys? My name is Henry. Basically what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be floating gears. This wasn't something I learned at school, driving school. It was something I picked up on my first job. It's definitely not easy, it's something that you need to learn, and get comfortable with, because you have to be basically learning everything, how to basically being able to understand, your RPM, speed, everything. To me, it was a little bit hard, because I just came out of school. It's my first job. At school, they only teach you how to do double clutch, and it's something that it was hard for me as it is. I'd never done it before. I knew how to drive manual transmission, regular vehicles. But double clutching and doing all of that, something different. So when I came to my first job, I remember the first time I came in, they basically asked me to do a drive along with another driver. The person was telling me, how to do floating gears and how they do it here. It was something completely different. I guess it's less wear on the clutch. I never knew how to do that. To me, it was hard. It's something that I'm still, in the process of learning, but I feel comfortable, so I'm gonna give a little demonstration of it. By any means, if you have any recommendations of what I'm doing wrong, anybody with more experience, feels that can give me a little pointers, I'll definitely take them. I'm recently a new driver, so I'm still, trying to grasp as much as I can. By any means, I'm not trying to. This video is not intended to for you to learn. It's something I just picked up. I feel pretty confident about, floating gears. So we'll see how it goes, man. Right now the traffic's pretty bad. As soon as I get the opportunity, we'll jump into it. And here we go. That was from my first gear all the way up to 8th gear. I think I grind a little bit on 4th gear, I had to come up with more speed. The traffic was coming out pretty fast, man. Some of these drivers, they don't respect, they don't give you the opportunity to just get in. I definitely learned that being a truck driver, it's not easy. I mean, for sure, it's not something that I never thought it was going to be an easy job, for sure. I like it though. It's fun. It's something different. For sure, it beats being inside an office, 8 hours. Being on the road is something that it's fun. You can see a lot of different things. I drive local, but some of the stuff that I carry too, it's impressive in the way. I for sure enjoy it. Currently on 8th gear, and I'm pushing 55 right now. I know I can go a little bit faster due to the traffic around me. I think it's a good speed, for 8th gear. For this truck, it's a Kenworth TS model. I have basically a loader crane able to pick up some heavy stuff, and some trench boxes, crossing plates, spreaders, bean spreaders, 4,000 pounds, 10,000 pounds. It's easy. It'll pick it up easy. You just gotta be able to learn how to do it. I'm still, this is something I'm still learning. I'm in the process of learning. This company is great. I enjoy what I do. Never thought about a year ago, I never thought I was going to be doing this, for a living. I mean, operating a crane, nevertheless become a commercial Class A driver. It was out of my reach, but I'm blessed with this opportunity. I hope that in some way, this encourage you, to do something different. For me, it was changing careers, but I definitely enjoy it. I definitely like the fact that it's. As a kid, I remember I used to always see these big rigs, man, and think about, man, I wonder how it feels, to be driving one of those trucks. I always wanted to know how the sensation of being driving one of those, vehicles, and how I'm driving them. It's fun. It's not easy. It's definitely not. It's definitely not an easy task to be driving one of these large-sized vehicles on the road, especially in traffic. 405, 5 freeway, 101, and you get to some small cities, man. And the streets are very tight. For me, as a new driver, I remember I was always getting nervous. I was always just trying to figure out, before I always wanted to make sure that I had a game plan. I didn't want to get into a little street, get stuck, and that was my main fear. Even now, I'm still, trying to figure things out, but I feel a little bit more comfortable. If there's anybody out there that wants to reach out to me as far as criticizing my driving, my shifting, my floating gears, downshifting, hey man, be my guest. I'm just trying to make it. This is something new for me. I definitely like this career. Fun. It's hard to get bored, while driving one of these vehicles. You have to always be aware of your surroundings. Downshifted to 7th gear. I'm gonna do a little sharp turn over here. Down to 6th gear. That was my 6th gear right here. Right now I have about probably 40,000 pounds. So I definitely don't want to be going too fast on any sharp turns. Like I was saying, man, this is it's fun. I get to drive some of these large size flatbeds. Trucks with motor cranes. It's fun. I enjoy it. Definitely something that I wasn't planning to. It was out of my plans. And I'm blessed for having this opportunity. I get to drive one of these vehicles, and it's something new. It's fun. Definitely not bored. It's a lot of physical work. Don't take the wrong words. I don't only drive it. I'm doing a lot of physical work. It's fun. I got to enjoy it now. Even in the middle of the summer. Even in the middle of 110 degrees out there. It's a lot of heavy work, a lot of physical work. But I do enjoy it. If there's anybody out there with a similar job, hit me up. Just trying to make it. I hope you guys really enjoy the video. Hit me up for any criticism. If you guys have any pointers, anybody out there, there's no such a bad things in the world. As bad suggestions, I'll take criticism from anybody. I'll take a word of advice from anyone. I appreciate, your time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was just a little demonstration. I've been thinking about, I've been talking to all the drivers from my school. Some of the drivers have been asking me too, what is like to be floating gears. Like I said, this is not something I learned in trucking school. It's not something people talk about it. Even at the, when you're driving a vehicle, either you learn, to drive automatic or drive manual transmission. In my case, my dad, that's how he drove, my country. So I remember seeing my dad driving these big buses, and I just never thought I was gonna be doing this for a living. Once again, it's definitely not easy. In traffic school, they only teach you the basics. They teach you how to, basic skills. For me, it was a little bit of a challenge. I was going through a lot when I was in school, man. I was going through a lot. I was just trying to grasp as much as I could. But even then, double clutching, doing all this parallel parking, offset, alley dot, and all these driving skills, to me it was, I never done it. I think I had probably not that much difficult time doing it, my vehicle, my car, but driving a big truck, was something completely different. Now I get to drive this, and I feel comfortable. I feel good about it. I still have to watch my surroundings. I have to watch my speed as far as how fast am I driving. Gotta make sure that I keep clear mind. For my safety and everybody around me. Like I said, any suggestions, anybody out there, I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm a new driver. I'm not even pretending to try to teach someone what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to show you guys. I've seen a lot of videos of floating gears. To me, it was just hard. I don't know how to explain it. It just the way I was taught, at work, it was basically you have to be able to. It's a combination between knowing your RPM, your speed, what gear you need to be in, how fast you're going, if you're stopping, you need to be able to know how fast you need to stop too, based on your weight, on the load. You're gonna have a combination of a lot of little things, but it's fun, man. I enjoy this. Looking forward to continuing this career, make some money, down the road. It's fun. Once again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys' time. If you can stay to watch it to the end, thank you so much. I'll try to make another video. We'll see how it goes. People like this video. I'll try to maybe do another one. See if there's any feedback from these ones. But yeah, man. Just stay tuned. Peace.